I'm Langan Kingsley, and welcome to another episode of A Cup of Poetry. Well, fall is finally here, so it's time to unpack those sweaters and coats and scarves from the drawers and closets where they've been hiding and bundle up for the chill that's in the air. Tawana Sullivan reads The Rainy Day by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, a New Englander who had his share of crisp and rainy fall days. Let this poem serve as a reminder that even in the cold weather that's coming, there's poetic inspiration to be found.
My name is Tawana Sullivan, and I'm the Assistant Director of Subsidiary Rights. I'm going to read The Rainy Day by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. I like this poem because I think the message is things are never as bad as they seem. The rainy day. The day is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. The vine still clings to the moldering wall, but at every gust the dead leaves fall, and the day is dark and dreary. My life is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. My thoughts still cling to the moldering past, but the hopes of youth fall thick in the blast, and the days are dark and dreary. Be still, sad heart, and cease repining. Behind the clouds is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall. Some days must be dark and dreary.
And yet, the best part of fall are those days that aren't dark and dreary at all. In fact, some days the sky is crisp and clear and blue as it is in spring or summer. Of course, on those days the wind does blow. Here's Rebecca Lang reading Emily Bronte, who spent quite a few fall days wandering the windy moors.
I'm Rebecca Lang from Viking Publicity, reading Lines Composed in a Wood on a Windy Day by Anne Bronte. My soul is awakened, my spirit is soaring, and carried aloft on the wings of the breeze. For above and around me the wild wind is roaring, arousing to rapture the earth and the seas. The long withered grass in the sunshine is glancing, the bare trees are tossing their branches on high, the dead leaves beneath them are merrily dancing, the white clouds are scudding across the blue sky. I wish I could see how the ocean is lashing the foam of its billows to whirlwinds of spray. I wish I could see how its proud waves are dashing and hear the wild roar of their thunder today.
But fall weather isn't always rain, and it isn't always wind. In fact, sometimes it's just gray. For what this inspires, we turn to one of the greatest nature poets of all time, Robinson Jeffers, and his poem, Gray Weather. It is true that, older than man and ages to outlast him, the Pacific surf still cheerfully pounds the worn granite drum, but there's no storm, and the birds are still, no song, no kind of excess, nothing that shines, nothing is dark. There is neither joy nor grief nor a person, the sun's tooth sheathed in cloud, and life has no more desires than a stone. The stormy conditions of time and change are all abrogated, the essential violences of survival, pleasure, love, wrath, and pain, and the curious desire of knowing all perfectly suspended. In the cloudy light, in the timeless quietness, one explores deeper than the nerves or heart of nature, the womb or soul, to the bone, the careless white bone, the excellence. And there you have it, 3 very different fall days from 3 very different, excellent poets. I'm Langan Kingsley, thanking you for joining me on A Cup of Poetry, and hoping before next time you can bundle up and take a long walk outside, whatever the weather may be.